It's time for Corpse Bride movie reviews. Great movie for anyone just dipping their toes in stop-motion animation or necrophilia. I thought this and The Nightmare Before Christmas were both a part of a movie series when I was like 6, and I never watched either of them until now. And I'm shocked to report that there were no sightings of Jack Skellington. Not even one. I wish I was dead and pretty and a musical cue composed by Danny Elfman played whenever I drifted into a room. She's pretty, she's dead, she was married to a Timothée Chalamet lookalike. She's everything I want to be. Here comes the bride. Oh crap, she died. Wait, they were dead? I thought he'd just wound up in New Orleans. The skeleton playing piano and wearing sunglasses is exactly the type of vibe I want to have when I go to the underworld. Corpse Bride really took the phrase bawling your eyes out to the next level. Damn. I'm so glad that there's finally a healthy representation of dead girls. It's normal to be blue. It's normal to have worms crawling out of your ears. It's normal for your arms to fall off every now and again. Normalize realistic representation of dead girls. This dude gets a goth girlfriend and suddenly it's a problem for him. Same energy as this picture, to be honest. I can really relate to Victor because I too look like I haven't slept in years. Victor's pretty hot for a dude made out of clay. 5-year-old me thought Victor was smoking hot. Pleased to admit that 20-year-old me still agrees. I just have a soft spot for tall, skinny brunettes who look like every last morsel of life has been sucked out of their eye-bagged, guitar-pick-shaped face. Maybe I'm single because Victor Van Dort sets unrealistic expectations for all men in both looks and personality. Crush me with those twigs, daddy.
There's an eye in me soup.
I'm going to base my entire wedding on this movie, and no one can stop me. This is written like a Shakespearean comedy in that everything would be solved if the characters just freaking talked to each other, but they can't because they're either too awkward or too dumb. And I love that. Perfect example of right person, wrong time. Not to promote necrophilia or anything, but Victor should have ended up with Emily. You expected me to hear,
Yet I feel my heart is aching, though it doesn't beat, it's breaking.
and not have an existential crisis? And no, I don't think that's possible. So you're telling me Emily brings back your dead dog to you as a wedding gift, and you're still not convinced she's the one? Victor, honey, what the heck is wrong with you? What do you mean they're called Victor and Victoria? I simply cannot root for them. Some of y'all troubled folks really be voting for suicide and necrophilia over a happy ending? God damn. Every time I watch this, I'm more and more torn over who he should end up with, and each time I get closer to wanting the throuple to happen. When Victoria said,
Perhaps in disappointment we are perfectly matched.
my eyebrows fell off. Iconic. Even if Emily has my heart from like the second she starts acting delusional/devoted, I kind of love Victoria. Honestly, they should have given us corpse brides, and Emily and Victoria can just be together and overcome and avenge the abuse they've been through. All three of them are so hot, but the maggot is still my favorite. I like when the worm was singing, hee. There should be a singing worm in every movie. The only way The Matrix could be better is if it had a singing worm. Hee. Please, someone step on that freaking maggot. Go rewatch the scene where Victor pokes Lord Barkis's butt with a fork and pay attention to the sound he made, because I'm pretty sure that Lord Barkis's voice actor really had his butt poked to achieve this voice effect. Hear me out. Timothy, Laura, and Anya, and if it's not them, I don't want it. If one of you say Timothée Chalamet live action in the same sentence again, I will smack you. Forget Victor in the live action remake, I'm casting Timothée Chalamet as Paul, the French walking head waiter. And no, I will not elaborate. I feel bad for the corpse bride. She got killed by Jay Leno. Hopscotch is the kind of word that is hard to say angrily, like bubbles. But Emily was able to pull it off. I don't know how. I have an unhealthy crush on Helena Bonham Carter playing gothic characters. She's an 8, but she's perpetually blue and talks to maggots. Oh, to fade away into a kaleidoscope of butterflies. I didn't even want to see the last scene. I just knew I was gonna cry, so I walked away. Ugh. Emily deserved a happy ending. But she did get her happy ending. Emily wasn't supposed to be married again. She needed to be set free, and that's the best ending for her. And Victor got his happy ending as well. He got married to somebody he actually loves. This makes me feel so romantic. I feel like going into the woods and reciting the corpse bride vows to my boyfriend. Do y'all ever wonder if these fairy tale relationships ever work in the long run? I mean, after all the stuff they go through, they kind of have to work, right? But imagine movies like this 5 to 10 or so years later. Would the relationship still be intact? Corpse Bride 2. Victor signs the divorce papers. Guys, Corpse Husband wasn't even in this. Thank you to my Patreon members, my Little Ruse, Seltzer Fountain Man, Kuski55, Logan, Fallen Vexen, Sam, Puff, I Am a Noodle, and John Huang. Thank you so much for your extra support. It means the world to me. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate having you around. And the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, AD, and Taylor Thompson. Again, thank you so much for your extra support, and I'm really glad to have you here. You're awesome. And of course, thank you to everyone who suggested that I read Corpse Bride movie reviews. And thank you most of all to everyone who simply watched the video. I hope you had a really fun time. Let me know in the comments, are you happy that Victor and Victoria ended up together? Or do you think Victor should have ended up with Emily? I'm looking forward to seeing your answers, and I will see you in the next video.